Hey, MCHS grad class of 2020 and any of our family, guests, friends who might be watching this. We made it, here we are. My name's Doug, I'm the district chaplain for all of our schools, and got a special place in my heart for all of our students at MCHS, and I'm just happy to be able to touch base with you guys one last time before you head out and in celebration of your graduation. First of all, I'm really grateful that we didn't go with the 2020 vision is clear, all that kind of, I can see clearly now, because like back in September, who would have saw this all coming? But here we are, and you guys have made it. We had like 3/4 of a year that was like pretty normal, and then this last 3 months that was just kind of haywire. But here we are, and so we're thankful to be able to celebrate. I was just doing some reflecting, and I don't want to go long on this. This is pretty simple. In my life, in the years since I've graduated, and it's been a few now, but in the years since I've graduated, in the years since I've been married, in the years since I've been on mission and in ministry, in the years since I've been a dad of 6 kids, in the years since I've been a chaplain here in Greater St. Albert School District, the things that have counted the most are echoed and maybe given to us for the first time by the prophet Micah. Micah is just a kind of a small guy in the Old Testament, like literally 730-ish years before Jesus. So, 2,700 years ago. And Micah, I think you and I maybe be able to relate to him a little more than most, because Micah's from a small town. He's actually from like a farming community outside the big city. And he saw the injustices in the big city. He saw the rich taking advantage of the poor. He saw the elite standing on the backs of the oppressed. And he said, this is not how it's supposed to be. He said, we are supposed to be raising people up. We are supposed to be providing for those who have less. And then he follows it up with these words. He says, I want you to, and you know what God wants you to do. God wants you to act justly, love kindness, and walk humbly with God. Act justly, love kindness, and walk humbly with God. Now those first 3, like the act with justice, love kindness, and walk humbly, we can all do that. That's not whether you're like a Christian or not. That's independent of any kind of faith orientation. We can all do that. But those 3 change other people. Those 3 change the world around us. And in all of those years, in the years that I've walked in all of my different situations and contexts, those are the things that have made all of the difference. When we do those things, when we live like that, when we act justly, when we love kindness, and when we walk humbly, everybody around us changes because of who we are and how we are. When we do it with God, we change. With God makes it an internal process where we're working on character more than maybe our career, or our cash flow. God is after mostly not what we do with our life, but who we become. And those 3 things really shape, when we walk with God, they really shape who we become. So we shape the world through those 3 things, and then God shapes us in those 3 things. And so, what time in our history, mine and yours both, have we needed more people who are going to act with justice, pull the people who are being trod on and lift them up, regardless of race or creed or orientation, anything like that? We are going to act justly towards those who've been oppressed. And we're going to love kindness. Not just be kind, but we're going to love kindness. So when you love something, you immerse yourself in it. It's not just an act that you might do once, at tax time to get a little bit more donation receipts, for your taxes, right? That's not loving kindness. That might be doing a kind thing. You give a fella a loonie or a toonie when you're down on White Ave. Good, kind thing to do. but it's not loving kindness. Loving kindness comes from within, and it permeates all of our life, right? So we're going to love kindness, and we're going to walk humbly. What time have we needed more for people to walk humbly? In other words, letting others rise with us and staying, kind of taking the lowest seat at the table rather than heading for the front of the table, right? We need to walk humbly. And I really do. You know what? Regardless of where you've been or what impressions you've had of God and faith and religion, when you're walking with God, the change is one of the greatest treasures that you're going to uncover in this life. He is truly a friend, and he will truly lead us through the hard times that we might encounter. And you can take that and trust it with your life. I hope that you would as well. But regardless, wherever you go from here, I really hope that you will act with justice, that you will love kindness, be kind towards others, and walk humbly. I miss you guys. I think back on the memories of this year, and I miss you guys, and I hope that we'll cross paths again. Please don't hesitate to come say hi if we cross in, Costco or whatever. Man, I hope I can still give you a hug one day, whether we've got this social distancing still going on or not. I pray for some of those things, but I do wish all the best and pray for you as you go from here. Peace to all of you. God bless you. Have a fantastic, restful, adventurous summer, and know God's presence and blessing.
Hello, class of 2020, all you wonderful MCHS grads. I'm Rene Tremblay, one of your locally elected trustees. Congratulations on getting through this difficult year, and best of luck in the future. There's many words I don't think we're ever going to want to hear again. New normal, unprecedented, social distancing, all these things that, my goodness, what crazy times we've lived through. So again, well done. Get out there, make the world a better place. And on behalf of the Board of Trustees, once again, congratulations. God bless.
Congratulations to students, staff, parents on embracing this time of change. Even though the pandemic has made it difficult to get together, in many ways, it's enabled us to be creative about finding new ways to connect and new ways to reimagine this very special time of life, graduation. In the past, of course, graduation took place in a venue like the Windspear, with all of its grandeur, the cascaded seating, the multi-level stage, and the din of backstage preparations. But this year, when your administration started to plan, it was one family at a time going down a red carpet, going into the gym. You would have had a picture at a physical distance of 2 meters or more and then left. Well, now with their persistence in terms of their collaboration and hard work, your administration worked with division staff and Alberta Health Services, and look how your gym was transformed into this red carpet that was trimmed with red ropes that led down to magically lit trees and a backstage of ballroom-style majestic curtains. Honestly, this transformation involved groups of you in interactions and experiences that you so much longed for during this pandemic. Who would have thought that a school gym could be reimagined into a social space that resembled a traditional graduation by look and feel and human connection? This is the result of the power of resilience, the ability to grow in the face of adversity and collective imagination, the ability to see together what is just not seen alone. Another way to think about this time is framed by Corinthians, that our hope is not based on things seen, but on things unseen. So let's consider what you most valued at this time of graduation that may not have been visible on your first glance. Because of parameters to stay home and to maintain social distance as well as physical distance, consider how many ways you had to find to connect with those who were important to you. I'm certain that you connected virtually by Google, Zoom, FaceTime, and social media. You met with friends and teachers who listened. They may have offered advice to you when you were stressed, laughed with you, and shared stories to lighten your otherwise long days. These ways of connecting and relating existed before COVID, of course, but I think that you would agree that you've come a long way to realizing the unseen value of many people who you may not have spent as much time with except for this time of COVID. So think for a moment who you most look forward to talking to after this video. Now, look into the near future and consider when you're in post-secondary or working or traveling locally, who do you want to bring with you on your journey? Who will make this next phase of your life as special as this time has been? I'm sure that you would agree that the unseen sense of hope, care, joy, and peace that you have gained through these relationships have been really achieved through adversity and struggle, and in some ways have been the best times of your lives. The unseen value of relationships can never be underestimated. And now, hope in the unseen value of taking those next steps that will be born of those relationships not yet forged. One thing we know for sure is that meeting one person often leads to meeting several more. So, capitalize on the unseen value of connecting today and enlarging your social circles for tomorrow. You know that when you have something to ask or to celebrate, to mourn, to inquire into, people matter. Hang on to those relationships now that will walk you into an ever more promising future. You've become the graduation class that lived through a pandemic. But more importantly, you have taught us about resilience and collective imagination, transforming your gym into a red carpet entry into the rest of your lives. God bless each of you, and congratulations, graduation class of 2020.
Well, hello to the MCEHS graduation class of 2020. A special welcome to parents and staff. I'm David Keohane, Superintendent of Schools with Greater St. Albert Catholic, and I'm very honored to be able to provide some comments on the occasion of this graduation for 2020. No doubt this year has been as unique as one could imagine. But let me emphasize that your acceptance of what you can't change and finding a way to still celebrate graduation differently is part of an experience that will serve our graduates very well in the future. The generation before that of your parents has been described by many writers as the greatest generation. Those of the mid-1900s received this title because they fulfilled their hopes and dreams despite obstacles before them that limited opportunities because of war and economic hardship. This generation was one identified by the description of self-sacrifice. It was the sense of placing community and country before need that gave people like your grandparents the integrity, humility, and work ethic and commitment that they were remembered for. My own Irish immigrant parents would frequently use the expression, "There isn't an ill breeze that doesn't blow some good." And on the basis of that, I'd say that whereas your encounter with the pandemic was unwelcomed and intrusive to your short-term goals, it has leveraged from within you a strong sense of resiliency and determination to move forward, where you can rely on the memories of your success and feel even better about the commitments of people around you, the people who, regardless of the circumstance, will always be there for you, which is what this kind of graduation symbolizes more than anything else for our students. So in the spirit of this, here are a couple of good reminders that come from graduating in 2020 that, when applied, can put you on a winning streak for life. Lesson 1, know that education, and especially one rooted in Christian faith, is the greatest gift that you can be given. It informs every decision that you'll make, opens you up to new possibilities, and it opens every door, even during difficult times. Keep going after learning of any kind, because education can never be taken from you, nor can you ever lose it. To quote the great author and teacher Frank McCourt, your mind is a castle, so stock it full with great things. Lesson 2, keep surrounding yourself with great people and inspirations who want just the same for you as you do. Yes, that includes your parents, memories from your teachers, like-minded friends, and the can never go wrong inspiration for us all, Jesus Christ. Both of these lessons have been what has helped you most to close out this school year and can move you forward. Take them as your greatest inspiration for tomorrow and all the days moving forward. Congratulations, class of 2020, and continue to shoot for the stars in all that you do.
To the class of 2020. Well, you know what, it's been quite a year, hasn't it? It wasn't that long ago where we didn't think we'd be able to have anything for our students with everything that's been going on. But I am so thankful for the opportunity that we get not only to share a few words with you, but to get to see you guys one more time. So first of all, I'm going to say congratulations to each and every one of you for persevering, for staying the course, and doing everything you needed to do to get to this very prestigious milestones in your life. This is a big deal. There's no doubt about that. So congratulations to all of you for hanging in there as best you could under very difficult circumstances. I mean, this is one of the strangest phenomena that this world has ever seen. And you can put something in your back pocket, and that's simply this. If you can make it through COVID, you can make it through anything. So, when times get tough, as your life moves on, just keep this in mind, because this has been an extremely tough time. On a personal note, and on behalf of the staff, I think it's very important that you guys know that these last 3.5 months have been extremely difficult. We know it's been for families and for students, but for staff as well. We come to work every day, and the whole reason for us being here, the students, you're not here. And this last 3.5 months have been more trying than you guys will ever know. And I think it's important that that you guys know that in your absence, you have been missed and you are loved far more than you'll ever know. And I think you guys need to know that. I think one of the greatest gifts, and I can speak for myself, but I think I can speak for the staff as well, that the greatest gift that we're going to receive as a staff is getting a chance to see you guys coming up here this coming Friday. The fact that we get a chance to meet one more time, although be it under different circumstances, is going to be very, very special, because we didn't think we would get that opportunity. So I know I'm smiling on the inside, and who knows, I might even shave for the occasion. I've been growing this thing here and there for the last little while, so you might even get a little treat and see a shave of Mr. Hinks here. Haven't seen that in a while. But we're looking forward to seeing you guys on Friday. So with that, I have to keep this short. I just want to say congratulations once again. God bless each and every one of you and your families. And as always, go Wolves.
Hello everyone, I am Owen Lang. First of all, I'd like to thank my family, my friends, my classmates, and my teachers for helping me throughout my learning career so far in my life. Without them, I would not be at where I am right now. And for that, I am truly honored to make this short speech for the MCHS class of 2020. I would like to congratulate everyone on finishing their high school career. The last year of high school is always the hardest and most stressful, as we work hard to obtain good grades, learn knowledge, and to prepare ourselves for post-secondary education. But this year, I think we all owe a special thank you to Mr. COVID-19 for making the year even more fun for us. But look at us now. We didn't complain, we didn't give up. Instead, we worked hard, and now we have conquered this challenge. We have made it to graduation. I believe that if we do not face tough times, we will never grow as a human being. We will only improve during the frustrating times. It is through adversities that we grow. Life is about recursively and elaborately going through the cycle of learning, and also to constantly explore our capacity and to increase our knowledge and perception of the world. Our ultimate goal in life should be to continuously working to reach our own max capacity in order to contribute our part to help make our world a better place. Now, it is time for us to flip over the page and begin a brand new chapter of our life. Most of us will go on to universities and colleges. Obviously, it will be more challenging, but it is also a necessary part of our life for us to grow, to become positive contributors to human society, and to bring goodness into our world. That is my speech. Thank you all for watching. And once again, congratulations to everyone.